How y'all doing? I'm not B, and today is day 6 of breaking the cycle. And on this episode, I want to talk to you about being present on your journey instead of focusing on success later. Because ultimately, bro, you'll put so much force and so much stress on achieving one goal that by the time you achieve that goal, you can't even celebrate it properly because you don't remember nothing. You didn't appreciate nothing you did or nothing you saw, nobody you met on the way to your W. So all them other letters in the alphabet, you don't even care about. You can't even celebrate correctly. That's what leads people to the top and feeling like they still lonely. Nigga, it's lonely at the bottom too. What the fuck? It's lonely at the bottom too, gang. You want to be lonely and broke, or you want to be at the top lonely and feeling like you broke still. So, with that being said, bro, I need you to prioritize what you do every day as if you're already a winner. I need you to prioritize what you do every day as if it's your last day, bro. Appreciate the opportunity to go through what you're going through. Like, bro, I'm barely getting views on these. I'm barely getting views on these, but I'm not prioritizing these views. I'm prioritizing my growth and prioritizing helping the community around me understand that one, you're not alone. Two, these thoughts, ideas that you have, you're not the only one that has those. These feelings that you have, these doubts and uncertainties that you have, you're not the only one who has those, bro. I got them. I used to have them too. That's why I'm here talking to you because I love you without knowing you. I love you without knowing you, and I love you enough to tell you, bro, shit gonna get better if you allow it to. But you need to be present. You gotta understand that right now, today is what matters. The Super Bowl is gonna come if you practice every day. But you gotta love practice, bro. You can't show up to practice like you don't want to be here. Like you gotta know this is part of the game, bro. This is part of the journey. I'm posting these videos, barely seeing anything, barely seeing any interactions, any likes, anything, bro. I'm showing up because I understand it's gonna get greater later. I enjoy being out here right now, like 11:30 something at night, 50 something degrees. I'm outside talking to a phone. I'm outside talking to a phone. This isn't. I'm not talking to nobody yet. This is not going to nobody until I press send, bro. And I enjoy every step of the way. I enjoy coming out here. I enjoy setting up this camera. I enjoy talking to this camera, bro. I've pressed start and stop on this camera probably 9 or 10 different times. I've probably picked 10 or so different topics to talk about before I pick this one. But when I press play and I let it run and I reach that flow state, now we rolling. So with that being said, bro, I need you to get in the flow state with your habits and your goals to realize that everything is for a purpose. And I need to really cherish the fact that I'm even here right now. I need to cherish the fact that God gave me an opportunity to even struggle right now. Some people not even struggling and they feel like they're struggling. That's why some people get to the top and they really feel like they still lonely. They get lonely at the bottom too. Like, what do you mean? You think being at the bottom of anything is fun? Fuck no. But if you don't prioritize where you're at in every step of the way, you just missing over cues. You just treating shit like it don't matter. For example, you get A's on the test. You don't pat yourself on the back. You don't thank God for none of that. Bro, it's gonna be hard to accept the fact that you're smart as hell. It's gonna be hard to accept the fact that you studied your ass off for 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time before you took that test. It's not gonna feel the same as somebody who really they praise God every day. They understand that these journeys are steps to get to somewhere greater later. They're gonna celebrate so much more different. They're gonna have so much more they're gonna have so much more enthusiasm when it comes to them actually achieving these things than you do because you didn't prioritize nothing when it was in front of you. Show up on the slow days, show up on the days where you don't want to show up, and understand that these are still the best days you can show up. These are the days that make you bulletproof. These are the days that really make you put that vest on when it comes to your emotions, your stability, and the way you walk and talk when it comes to other different challenges. Now, if you can face these things and understand that they're part of a journey, once you have kids or once you move on to a bigger job or a better job and you have battles to face, you have decisions to make, it's not gonna be an issue. It's not gonna be an issue. You're gonna be able to make these decisions, whether you feel like you're being set back or not. Your mind is gonna be wired so much different to where you're gonna be able to take a loss or you're gonna be able to take a pay cut. You're gonna be able to lose your relationship and understand that God didn't do this to me for no reason. I did not get put in this situation for no reason. I did not get here today for no reason. At some point, matter of fact, I probably prayed for my exact life right now. So if that's you, I love you, bro, and I'm glad you are where you are. But for the ones who are not in that situation, bro, we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of learning to do. And I genuinely feel like your circle of friends, your surroundings will also have an impact on the way you perceive things and the way you go about things as far as your growth, as far as your acceptance when it comes to growing, as far as your appreciation for yourself and your hard work and your ethics and everything, bro. If you don't have anybody around you telling you I'm proud of you, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to be proud of yourself if you never heard it. If you don't know what that feeling of hearing I'm proud of you feels like, how can you tell yourself I'm proud of you and understand how to accept that? Like looking yourself in the mirror and saying I'm proud of you, you might not even believe it. The voices in your head are not gonna tell you that's real, that's true. You might be able to say it, but you don't that don't mean you gonna believe that, bro. And I'm able to have these conversations with you because I'm credible to do so. I've been in your shoes. I've been there before. Like I've achieved so much, bro, in such a short time. I'm only 25, gang. I've achieved so much in such a short time, and I did not celebrate damn near any of it, really. And that's based off situations and traumas and things that I thought were normal, which led me to kind of being robotic in a way, kind of not accepting any small wins as a win, period. It's like I'll have somebody clap for me or say, "Oh, good job, this and the third," and I just brush it off like, "Oh, yeah, just another day." Like, nah, bro, nah, bro. If you get an A on a test, bro, go take a vacation, like small vacation. You don't gotta go on no cruise or not wild, but like, bro, you getting A's on the test you done study for 2 or 3 weeks, bro. That's big. That's a good job. You've been applying for jobs for 2 or 3 months. You finally get a job, but they're not paying you what you want to get paid. So now you moping around, bro. You prayed for that. You prayed for that. You hear me? So celebrate these small wins and understand that small wins equal huge battles. Huge battles. You can't get to the championship without playing in the 7-on-7, then going to the scrimmage, then beating everybody during the regular season, then going to the postseason, beating everybody in conference. Then after you beat everybody in conference, you go to the playoffs. Bro, don't wait till you get to the conference or the playoffs to celebrate. We need to be celebrating on week one when we spank niggas. And if you hoop, don't play all 20, 30 games of the season and then you wanna prioritize the championship or the tournament. No, bro. You supposed to be busting niggas ass in summer league. You feel me? Y'all supposed to be celebrating during summer ball game. If you run track, bro, same thing. Like prioritize everything, celebrate everything every day, bro. If you practicing, you running PRs in practice, bro, turn up because you know what's coming after that. You run a PR at practice, bro. You know when it's time to lace up for a meet. It's on that. We on that. We on that. So celebrate while you have the chance to celebrate, bro. Appreciate the smaller things while you have a chance to appreciate them because one thing I will tell you, bro, one thing I will tell you, and this is my testimony. If you don't appreciate the small wins, the big wins are gonna feel worthless. You're gonna get somewhere and you're not even gonna be able to appreciate or remember anything that you did to get to that point unless you start talking about it one day. Like you might be able to buy a car or achieve something one day, and then somebody's asking you, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" or "How did you get this? How did you get that?" And then when you're in that conversation and you're explaining things to them, you're breaking down every step of the way. When you get, bro, it's gonna start smack you like a ton of bricks. I'm telling you, bro. I've been there. Like I get asked so many times, "Oh, what made you start tattooing?" or "How did you get into tattooing?" or "How did you pick this studio?" Whatever the case may be, bro. And as I'm telling them, it's hitting me like, "Yo, you went from tattooing in the kitchen with rags, not even paper towels, bro, rags, to tattooing on the porch with paper towels." To having lunch lady gloves. Then I went to latex gloves. Like, bro, just the small things, bro. Just the smallest things. Like, dude, I used to wear the nasty, extra large lunch lady gloves. Nasty, bro, trying to tattoo to the point where I used to have to wear rubber bands around my wrist just to keep the gloves tight. I used to tattoo on the porch, bro. Wind used to blow all the shit off the porch and everything. And I went from that to tattooing in the garage. Bro, it's hot as hell in the garage during the summer. Then we went from that to working in my first shop. These niggas doing heroin in the shop. I'm like, yo, I'm not even realizing I'm actually in a shop now though. Like I'm tattooing around grown men, grown women. I go from there to another shop. Now it's an apprenticeship. Huh? These dudes ain't even asked me if I could tattoo. They just asked me, can you get money? Now I'm going from can you get money to, hey man, can you draw? Can you paint? Nah. Okay, so now I'm gonna sit you down. Don't bring a machine and come learn. I went from kitchen to the porch to the garage to a shop to an apprenticeship. Didn't see none of this happening, fam. None of it. My thing to you is, and why I'm relating this story to you is because you're gonna go through so much in your life. You're gonna take so many small W's before you even look up and think about it, bro. You already in the playoffs, bro. You way down the road with it. You feel me? And my thing to you is also, bro, don't be scared to celebrate for yourself by yourself. That's one thing I always used to kind of be standoffish about. I'm not a shy person. I'm just very, very reserved. And I was stuck in my own shell for so long to where I wasn't scared, but it kind of weirded me out to go places by myself, have a drink, or eat by myself. I always kind of felt like I needed somebody there with me to approve of these dreams, goals, and validations. You don't need nobody but God, bro. You don't need nobody but God. Walk with God, bro. Because he saw you every step of the way. He saw you every step of the way. Every time you cried, every time you wanted to cry and didn't, every time you wanted to quit and didn't, every time you quit and came back, he saw you every step of the way, bro. Go celebrate. And just know you're not by yourself. That man with you. Now, speaking on my journey as well, I went from that apprenticeship to another shop where now that I've been told to draw, as soon as I walk into the other shop, all they do is draw. Now I don't feel like an alien. Now I don't feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. I don't fit in. I fit right in, my boy. Every day I walked in the shop, the first thing we had to do was draw a portrait. And if you know me, I don't even like drawing. I'm just really good at portrait tattoos. I'm a painter, dog. I understand tones, light fixtures, light components. Like I understand lights, tones, art, paint. Like that's just my thing. But when it comes to a pen and a pencil and erasing and scratching it, it's just not my thing. I just don't. I can't get down like that. There's some artists who do, and salute to them boys, especially my dog Marcus. Ecstatic art, Marcus, bruh, that man the truth. When it comes to that pen and that pencil, that man is the truth, bruh. But yeah. So now I'm drawing. Then I go from drawing to I left that shop. A few months later, I go to another shop that's brand new. Not gonna say the name of it, bro, cause man, that was a lesson in itself. Just even going there, the way I got into that shop, the way I got out of it, the whole journey there was a lesson. But on a positive tip, I learned a lot about myself, money, men, and women at that shop. But as I walked into that shop, I was um I was a lot more confident in the way I operated as a tattoo artist. You got to understand that on your journey, you're going to develop different things, different habits, different ways of thinking that are going to give you these levels of confidence, or they're going to rob the confidence from you. No matter what, be present with yourself. Understand that things happen. You're going to have those ups and downs, but as long as you keep going up, it does not matter. You got to treat everything like a slope in a way. Like, come on, bro. Understand that you ain't special. You're not the only one who get knocked down and then got to pick themselves back up. Speaking of that, bro, I was just watching the Ronda Rousey and Holly Holm fight last night, and seeing Ronda Rousey get kicked in her mouth just to come back and still go do WWE and come back to the UFC and stuff like that. That's a prime example of getting knocked down and getting back up. Literally, that's ultimate humiliation, getting kicked in your mouth, and you're a world champion, bro, and you still gotta wake up every day and live your life. Some people never come back from that void, bro. Some people never come back from that level of self humiliation. I need you to realize that you have the power to do anything, it's including get yourself out of any type of mental void or static motion you in. Like, bro, don't sit there and soak in your sorrows. You can't. Don't sit there and soak in the fact that, damn, this shit taking forever, or damn, I just want to get there now. Like, I just want to get money. I just want to get this. I just want to get this girl, that girl. I just want to get this job, that car. Bro, what are you doing in your daily life that's going to provide you with the opportunities to go get that? What are you doing in your daily life that's going to provide you with the mindset you need to maintain that once you have it? That's why some people are the worst people in the world and they have the most blessings. It's not because they're lucky. It's because they have the mindset to keep shit when they have it. Like the biggest scammers, bro. The biggest scammers will take the most from you. But the fact that they have formatted their mind in a system to where this shit is immovable. They're gonna keep continuing to get blessed or lucky in your face. They're taking a risk and they're rolling the dice on themselves. They seem like assholes. They seem arrogant. They seem like the worst people in the world, and some of them might be. But the fact that they prioritize their growth, they prioritize every single small win that they can, they come off as greedy. But that greed is going to get them where they need to go. You need to format your greed to where it serves you, not robs anybody, not takes anything or any time from anybody. Don't disadvantage anybody by being this form of greedy. Let this form of greed be positive. Let this form of greed show you that, nah, I'm really him. I can really put foot on land and actually achieve what I want to achieve. And with that being said, I'm going to go and get up out of here. I'm going to let y'all go to bed on that one, bro. Just understand that you got to be present every step of the way. Appreciate every step of the way, because there's some people who don't walk 10 miles and I said thank you for their first step. And there's some people who saying thank you for every step that they take because they know what it's like to be knocked on their ass. I love you. My Instagram is retired drugs. I'm not B. And I'll see y'all on day 7.